Yo, YouTube tells me about 71% of you guys actually aren't subscribed to my channel that watch my videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like if you guys enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on guys, Huga here. In today's video, I'm actually going to be doing another mod video. Now, the mod that we're actually going to be going over in today's video is actually a really cool mod that I feel like adds a lot to the game. Thankfully, with Krunker being highly customizable, there's actually a huge library of mods that actually change the way that the game looks, sounds, etc. But the mod that we're going to be going over in today's video is actually going to be called Realistic. If you guys just search the word realistic in the little mod button down here, just like this, it'll be the first one that actually pops up. So we're gonna go ahead and load it, and it's gonna change completely how my game actually looks. Now this is beautiful. As you guys can see, loading up the realistic mod actually changes all the textures. It changes the skybox as well. This is how Krunker should look like in my honest to God opinion. Now, the only real downside to me actually using this mod in game is the fact that for some reason it changes how the ghostly dye actually looks. So I unfortunately can't use ghostly when I play with this mod on. I mean, I can, but as you guys can tell at the beginning, my arms were like literally just white. So it completely it ruins the whole ghostly experience. So unfortunately, you can't use ghostly when playing with this mod, but this mod just makes the game look so good, bro. Now, obviously, there's a lot of downsides that actually can come with using a mod like this, since all the textures are like super high res and things like that. Literally, just look at my screen right now. I've been sitting here waiting for this game to load for I don't even know how long now, but it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, literally, just take a look at this map with this like texture mod on. Like, it looks so good, bro. I feel like if Krunker could like have these textures, like maybe not these specific textures, but if they could have like these higher res like textures to make the maps look more realistic and like less, I don't know, like less block gamey, if that makes sense. I don't know. If they could just like have these be like default textures, this would look so good. And I feel like it would help with keeping like players actually playing the game. I know kind of the draw to Krunker is it being like a block game, but I just don't understand. Like, I really wish these could be like the default textures in the game, because it just looks beautiful like this. Like, look at this wood, bro. I get it's not the highest quality wood, but it at least has grain to it. Now, for what it's worth, I love what Krunker is at its core. I love this game. But I don't know, man. The fact that like most of the maps are kind of just like brown or yellow kind of just like hurts my feelings, because like, yeah, we can have mods that make the game look like this, but the draw of using a mod like this is like makes your game perform worse. And I understand that's why those textures or these textures aren't in the game, because you got to account for the Chromebook kids. But when every map it looks brown, I don't know, man. It's not very visually appealing. When something like this is just so much more attractive, it keeps my eyes pleased. You know what I mean? And this is no hate to Krunker at all. Like I said, I love what Krunker is, how Krunker plays, how Krunker look. I just wish it was more visually appealing on a lot of the maps. Maps like Kanji or maps like Little Town are actually a lot of fun to play, not because the way they actually play, but because there's so many colors, so many vibrant colors that keep your eyes like interested and pleased. But when you're playing maps like Sight or Sandstorm or Oasis, where like everything's pretty much the same color, it's very repetitive and boring to play. And that's not me saying those maps are bad at all. That's me just wishing that there was more vibrance to them, more life to them. You know what I mean? I'm being flashbanged by my screen right now. What is happening? Like, bro, even the brownish maps that I was literally just complaining about, just with a little bit more texture, just looks so much better. Like, man, I wish these were the default textures. I'm just trying to make a video, man. Why? Can I please have KPD? Can somebody please give me KPD? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Maybe something that the Krunker devs could actually do is like, as a middle ground for like people who play Krunker on like the clients or like the browser, maybe they could have like a texture streaming option, kind of like how Call of Duty has, where it's like you can stream the high quality textures to your game, but also have the ability to not use the high res textures. That way, you know, the Chromebook kids could like just completely opt out of it, or maybe just add it for the client. So if you're playing on like the official client or the Steam client, maybe you can have like the good textures or something like that, to where you don't actually have to use a mod and it's like more optimized, you know what I mean? Because one of the things I'm noticing with using this mod is my game actually already crashed once, and it also takes a minute for the game to load when you're actually loading in the textures, because you know, you can't just spawn in and have it instantly be loaded. It's gotta take a minute to calculate and compute, you know what I'm saying? It would be really nice to have like an option for better textures without needing to use a mod, especially like I said, a well optimized version of the textures. But definitely let me know your thoughts on this down in the description down below. I know a lot of people would actually prefer something that looks like this as it compared to like the smooth just textures, you know what I mean? Because this is keeping me very entertained, just like looking at how everything is. Like it truly makes Krunker feel like one of those AAA titles when it looks like one of those AAA titles, you know what I mean? I actually think my game crashed, bro. This is the tough part about using this mod. Like, it looks beautiful, but my game has a stroke trying to run it for some reason. I'm actually really curious to see what Lagoon looks like. Let me see if I can find a Lagoon game here. Lagoon's arguably one of the prettier maps actually in Krunker, so I'm really curious to see what this mod actually adds to it. This looks phenomenal, dude. Like, look at this. This is what freaking Oasis is missing. Just that little bit of texture that like makes it not look like one solid just yellow block. This looks phenomenal. I'm really happy with how this mod makes this look. I love that the trees get like texture as well. Like, that's really sick. Everything about this mod just makes me wish this is how default Krunker looked, man. I don't know, bro. I really enjoy having this mod enabled. Like I said, the only downside is, for the most part, like, you can only play one game and then you have to like refresh or find a new server, because it unfortunately, like, at least in my experience, it doesn't let me just continue on in the game that I'm playing. It kind of just freezes on the leaderboard screen at the end of the game, which kind of sucks, but kind of worth it, to be honest with you. Like, this just looks so good. Let's see what the lava texture looks like, bro. I mean, it kind of looks like wood, but it still looks phenomenal. Do you mind, bro? Do you mind? All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, 71% of you that watch my videos actually are not subscribed, so definitely make sure to hit that button. Also, let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts on this mod actually are. Let me know if you guys think it looks good, if you think those should be default textures in Krunker. I'm really curious to see what you guys think in the comments down below. That's going to be it for today. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.